Hi Weber fans, so today what we're going to be doing is getting the perfect crackle on that pork roast. So what we'll do is get straight to it. Hi Weber fans, welcome back to the channel. Again, those who are new to the channel, if you find you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate snapping that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Right, so as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be showing you how to cook the perfect pork roast. Now, the key to a pork roast is the crackle, and people seem to have a lot of issues getting that crackle perfect. Now, I'm going to be doing it today on the Genesis, but this works on the Baby Q, the Family Q, exactly the same. So I'll show you how I get mine nice and dry and get all that oil and salt rubbed in. Now, don't forget, everything I use today, there will be links in the description below for the best place to get your Weber products, so make sure you check those out. So what we'll do is we'll jump straight into it. Right, so before I prepare anything, what we're going to do first is get this Genesis lit and let that preheat for at least 10 minutes before we get this roast on. So what we'll do is jump straight into it. So when you light it, it's auto ignite on the Genesis. Obviously you're going to open the lid first, and then what we're going to do is we're going to light it with the two outside burners on high plus, and we'll light the mid burners and put those down to a medium, and then leave that for a 10-minute preheat for that roast. So what we'll do is get this lit and ready to cook. Right, so as I said in today's video, we're going to be getting that perfect crackle on the pork, and it's so simple. So what we'll do is jump into it and grab the ingredients. Also, I find the best way to get this done, you can either do it yourself or you can ask your butcher to literally put some score marks across that rind, just literally so you can get that olive oil and that sauce in. Now, I've pre-done mine myself, but I say you can get the butcher to do this for you. So what we're going to do now is zoom in and start drying this off and getting that salt rubbed in and get it ready to go on the Genesis or the Q. It works on either, exactly the same process. Right, so before we even start getting that olive oil on here and that salt, you want to dry that pork off. Obviously, if your pork's been in the fridge, it's going to be quite moist, but you want to get it as dry as possible. And just bear in mind that it's pork and it's highly contagious, as usual, health and safety. You're going to want to make sure you don't cross-contaminate. So at the moment, I'm just using my right hand and I'm going to rub the oil in, and then just wash your hands in between using this and getting the salt, unless you've got a second person to help you. Plenty of olive oil on there, because this and the salt is what's going to make that crackle. So now that's all oiled up, we're just going to use some soy salt and get that covered totally. And then what I like to do is just finish that off with some more salt. And now it's time to get this on the Genesis. So now our Genesis has been preheated for 10 minutes, so it's up to temperature. So what we're going to do is just turn these middle burners off and leave those outside burners on high plus. So what we'll do is we'll get the roast and put it on. Right, so now that roast is in, we're going to leave that for half an hour with that Genesis on high plus to get our crackle going. By that time then, in half an hour's time, we'll turn it down to high and we'll get these veggies on. So what we'll do now is start preparing these vegetables. Right, so that roast spinning for about half an hour, so it should have crackled. So what we'll do is zoom in and see what she looks like. Right, so that roast has crackled now and it's ready to get those veggies on. We're going to put them straight on the grill. Just bear in mind we've got olive oil in those bags and you don't want it flaring up, so just be aware when you actually put them on. So what we'll do is jump in and start getting these veggies on. Right, so you can see that roast now, and that's sitting at around 34 degrees just as we look at the oil grill 3. So we'll come back to that, I reckon, about an hour. Ooh. So as you can see, that's nearly done. And on the oil grill we've got 65 degrees, so we've just got 3 degrees to go, and those veggies are looking good, and that crackle is looking absolutely awesome. So we'll just shut the lid now and then wait that time to what. So you can hear that roast beeping now, so we're just about to get that off. Probate. And we'll just wrap that roast now and let that rest. Right, so while our roast is resting, I'm just going to move these veggies around and we'll leave these on for probably another 10 minutes just while that roast is resting. Carrots tend to take a bit longer, so again we're just going to leave that for at least another 10-15 minutes for those veggies to finish cooking. I mean, ideally they want to be on literally an hour before your roast is due. Just shut that lid and we'll come back to those in about 15 minutes. Once that meat's been resting for about 15 minutes, we're going to get the veggies off now and we're going to cut the crackle off that pork, plate it up and see how that crackle turned out. Alright, so let's get these veggies off. And here it all is, all plated up. We've got the perfect New Year's Day dinner. Roast potatoes, those roasted sprouts, carrots, pumpkin, Yorkshire pudding, the perfect crackle. As you can hear, and that beautiful pork. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that video and I hope you found it really informative, and it literally shows you how easy it is to get the perfect crackle. Again, try not to break your teeth. I nearly broke my teeth when I bit into that crackle. It will turn out perfect every time, purely by making sure it's nice and dry. Getting on a high setting for the first 30 minutes to get it to crackle. With your Q, obviously turn it down to a roast setting, but with your Genesis you just move it from high plus down to high. Everything for use today, there will be links in the description below for the best place to get your Weber products, so make sure you check those out. If those are new to the channel, if you find you get value out of this content, then contemplate showing your support by slapping that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what we'll do is cut to any bloopers, and I'll catch you in the next one. Right, so as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be showing that. So before I prepare